Ms. Rossana Rivas, take it away, madam.
Hi, and thank you, Tom, for this opportunity. Yes, we're going to talk now about the telehealth scope and some lessons learned globally. Next, please. It's amazing, in the most affected countries, the top 50 ones, telehealth was a great component of the demand. And this is some explanation for this is we can see countries like Brazil, India, Russia, Peru, and Chile in the top of this 50 ranking. In Latin America and the Caribbean, we can explain it through 3 factors. One of them, the lack of infrastructure. The other one, also insufficient human resources, physicians. And the third one, low accessibility to these the quality healthcare services. Next, please. Some facts, though, show us how is amazing, ironically, the contrast between the demand of telehealth and the accessibility to internet services among the world. You can easily notice that facts show us the challenges to respond to COVID-19 through telehealth services if we talk about the majority, not the population in the majority. Next, please. Next, okay. So, and next, okay. So if we may introduce changes, and we want to make these changes sustainable, is through the governments and through the making decision process in the institutions that things are going to happen based on telehealth. And in that regard, WHO strategy on digital health 2020-25 focused very much on providing guidelines to the government and other institutions to make it sustainable and facilitate the change among the countries. And certainly this is not just for Latin America and the Caribbean, but all the continents, and it's a very valuable way to achieve the gap and to provide solutions on time. Thank you. Next, please. Next. I cannot see the next one. If we can see, if we can go to the next one, Kali, please. Okay, thank you very much. By the side of PAHO, the first one, the previous one, please. Something happened with that. Okay, thank you. Some lessons learned from the telehealth services, and also how to achieve outputs, valuable outputs through telehealth, is the value of collaboration, co-creation, and networking. PAHO made this guideline a tool primarily focused on Latin America and the Caribbean, the Americas, but it was soon used by all the continents. It is a really nice tool which improves the way to implement telehealth services through the institutions, to implement telemedicine services sustained as we talked before. Novel partnerships, co-creation, mind out of the box, these are now the codes that clinical engineering engineers have in this area, in this phase. We are not just thinking, as Jitendra Sharma stated very well, inside the hospital, not anymore, inside the institutions, not anymore, everywhere, and to be on the place that we are needed. COVID-19 helped us, showed us clearly that perfect solutions, as Dan Clark also stated, are not needed. Good enough is pertinent. So if we want to make the change, and we are making the change among the world, and telehealth services is one of the way to do it. Well, there are a lot of opportunities and interventions valuable over the world globally on clinical engineers leadership, based on leadership of clinical engineers. Next, please. Some global lessons learned about the needs show us pretty well that accessibility to the internet service is not a reality yet. Also, we have a lack of training in telemedicine, in physician, health staff, everywhere. We are not able to have enough human resources trained yet in telemedicine and telehealth as well. So these are, again, other opportunities to develop more and more interventions, most of all in some population like disabilities, one with disabilities, other ones older adults. We need this type of solutions based on telehealth, but focus on these characteristics, specific characteristics. We think that this is a beautiful opportunity to clinical engineers to provide and exchange solutions between Asia, between the Caribbean, between Europe, everywhere, to exchange these experiences and develop more and more better solutions. Next, please. So I invite you very much to celebrate, as Yadin David said at the beginning of this workshop, and also Tom Jod, celebrate what we are doing, celebrate even our sacrifices. We are doing better, and we are going to keep it doing better. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Rossana.